All right. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming out. It's been a minute since we streamed. Sorry, been busy. But excited to look at the ban list. I haven't heard a lot of the pros slash video creators' opinions on this stuff. Also, hey Briar, good to see you. Jam, Noodles, thank you for coming. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of creators' takes on this stuff yet. So I'm excited to properly look at these and decide what I think about these changes. Overall, I think it looked like a really solid list. I think the hits were warranted. The decks that got hit deserved it. They've been good for a long time and in a way that isn't especially fun. So I'm excited. I think Dragon Rulers is just a good change. I see 1, 2, yeah, they all came back to 3. I think everyone knew this was nothing. Like, this does not matter. These cards don't do anything in the game, so I'm happy to see them go down, or go up rather. Finally, someone who isn't doomsaying about the format. It's probably just because I don't know better, to be honest. I have no idea what like Ryziel and Malice can do, so maybe it's just that I don't understand what's on the horizon. I don't know, these seem good. These seem like changes that I wanted. Pank makes perfect sense. I think in most cases, Pank is a worse Fenrir, right? So why should Fenrir be at 3 when Pank was at 1 at one point? They're both beatable. Yeah. Now you can, especially with like Yubel, being able to run them out of Phantom is crazy. I didn't even know Lunalight Tiger was hit. So that's really nice that that came up to 3. I don't think this deck deserves to be hit. I'm sure it wasn't hit because of Lunalight. I'm sure it was because of something else. But these changes all seem great. Redox. Airlifter from 1 to 3 is really good for race. Being able to get any race monster. I mean, yeah, this card is just really cool. Searches a spell card, and then in response, tributes and searches a monster. I'm sure this was warranted while the fire stuff was at full power, while original Sinful was legal, right? But now that that's basically gone, or no, sorry, while that is just gone, I think this makes sense to make race a real deck without it. Tempest. Losses, this makes sense too. The difference between 0 and 1 losses is the only one that matters. There is no other ratio of Thunder Dragon Colossus that is relevant. Same for Ib. I don't think anybody's going to be bumping up the number of copies. If anybody's running this card, I don't think it's as a 2 of. I think it's as a 1 of. So this could have stayed limited forever, although I'm glad to see it come off. Opening makes sense too. If they're going to hit Yubel, it makes sense to give back the Sacred Beast card, because that deck doesn't deserve to catch strays when it's not good. Cyberjar? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this card does. I have to read it. I didn't know it was at 1. Now it's at 2. Flip, destroy all monsters on the field. Then both players reveal the top 5 cards from their decks. Then special summon all revealed level 4 or lower monsters in face-up attack position or face-down defense. Also add any remaining cards to hand. If either player is less than 5, reveal as many as possible. Destroy all monsters on the field. This is a weird card. I don't think this will do anything. But it's funny. Dangerous feels good. I feel like Dangerous should just come back up. But I like these cards. I don't know. They're so random. Like, for people like the Gamba, that seems good. Eva seems to go up and down so much on the ban list. I don't fully understand why this changes so much. I've never personally played in a format where this was super relevant, so I'm sure I'm just missing like the terrifying implications of Drytron or something, but this seems like a good change. Monkey Board. I don't know what this card does either. It went from 1 to 2. Unless you have a Performance Power card, scales 4 during the main. Add a level 4 lower Performance Power from deck to hand. Monster effect, discard this card, reveal a Performance Power or Odd Eyes. If you do, reduce the levels of monsters in your hand. Okay, that doesn't matter. So this is here because it adds Performance Powers from deck to hand. But I just feel like that's reasonable. I'm sure this has been power crept in Performance Powers. It doesn't matter how many you search, it just doesn't do anything. These changes. Ooh, these changes. Okay. Chundra to 1 makes a lot of sense to me. Instead of hitting the consistency, they kind of did that with Kaiman, right? But instead of hitting... Well, I shouldn't speak too soon, because Okay. Sorry, I just had to look at the full list. I didn't know what it was here. So instead of hitting like Field Spell or Hydra, they hit the Playmaker, and I like that. The deck is still consistent. Less so without Kaiman at 3, right? But the deck is still consistent. But without Chundra at 3, now you can actually stop this deck. Like, if you actually stop their Chundra / their Chundra access, they have a lot less to do. Having 3 of these is crazy. Also, just opening it is busted. It just hits the board on its own. You play a guy, you play like a Hydra, put this down. I'm curious to see what this does to Tenpai. Like, is the deck dead after this, I wonder? I'm not actually sure. Obviously, Kaiman is huge. Like, they just lost 4 cards out of their very small main engine. It's terrifying that this just gets replaced with more hand traps. But I wonder, I'll have to ask. There's a guy at my locals who's really good at Tenpai, so I'm curious to see what he has to say about this. I have a feeling the deck will still be good, but I'd be fine with being proven wrong. It's a kind of annoying deck to play against at locals. I think Phantom makes perfect sense going down to 1. The fact that this isn't a once per turn and its ease of summon is just crazy. Being able to grind this thing out is good. Like, outing one of these, surviving, and then them making another, that is, I think, disgusting. Or them making multiple and then making like rank 9s like Enter Blathnir is just terrifying. Hand rip should not be possible. I don't know how common that was, but I think it's good to see this card go to 1. I think it makes sense at 1 as a boss monster like that. Barrage is cool too. Target a face-up card you control, destroy it, and spec a Zodiac from deck, so it's any Zodiac, which is cool. If this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, target a Zodiac Xyz you control, attach this card from your graveyard to that Xyz turn. Oh. So, you use this ideally after you have an Xyz down, and then you can attach it to them. I don't know how often you need that, but that's cool. This is also a cool way to search monsters. Like, play it, it pops itself. I like that. Gimmick Puppet and Jowgen both feel good. I know people are talking about like Edo and other Floodgate style monsters, things that will replace. I assume these were both done. Well, this is for Sanctifier, right? Jowgen also, in a way, Jowgen was also in Voiceless Voice, if I'm not mistaken. But also in Stun. I'm just happy to see both these cards go. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare being used in a way it was never meant to, I think. And Jowgen just being an irritating stun card. Yes. The original Sinful Spoils. This is kind of sad, right? I was looking forward to playing... I never got to play Snake Eye Ogdoadic at locals. That's probably a fine price to pay. Jowgen might be preemptive for the Fiend Link 4 in January. Oh, yeah, could be. Could be. But original makes a lot of sense. This is kind of like a hit. This is kind of like a ban to Diabell and Wanted in a way, because Wanted gets Diabell, Diabell gets this card, and then this card gets you to your whole engine. Without this, you... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Chep, but you have no reason to run the Wanted engine without this card, do you? What do they search? I guess Temple? But Temple doesn't really facilitate plays on your turn. Unless you're going second, I guess. But I don't think that's ideal. Like, does the Sinful Spoils stuff get played anymore? Do people play Diabell Star and Wanted? I'd be really curious on that. I doubt it, because this is the juice. Also, bummer, because it was just great for searching Mega Corella, but other decks were doing much stronger things, so happy to see this go. Hey Code, good to see ya! Overall, I really like this ban list. I think it's really good. 2 Floods, probably the most like busted card in the Snake Eye engine. Barrage coming back is cool. Kaiman and Chundra both going to 1. I like that they're still there. You still have to think about them, but once you beat these cards, you know there's no more of them coming. Yubel, again, being able to grind through this, them only being able to make 1 in their turn, that feels great. Monkey Board, I don't know what this will do, so it's good. These 2 could definitely come back. Eva might be scary, only because I don't know why it would be. It's just that I know it fluctuates on ban lists. Cyberjar will do nothing, I'm sure. Opening feels good. These don't matter, but are good to see. Did I miss anything? We're just finished up with the ban list. DL searches Deception. I don't know that card. Sinful Spoils Deception. Oh, is this a newer card? Okay, tribute a monster from your hand or field, add an Azamina card. Okay, so my bad. I guess to clarify, I was talking about the old suite. I forgot about the new Azamina stuff. So of course that's a great target still. So Deception isn't early. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's a bad card. I just totally forgot about it. I just haven't played against it very much. But no, you guys are right. That is exactly what that would be searching. But still, I think Original is a great ban. It's interesting. I think it's cool that it limits what it's kind of sad because it limits. It can't add set. Yep, right. It limits what the engine can be used for. It was kind of cool that you could put a Diabellstar engine with Original Sinful into any level 1 fire deck, and it just works. It's just an additional ton of like 7 more starters or something possibly. But I do like that it now represents a much more defined threat. If someone uses a wanted, searches a Diabell, they're most likely, it's got to be Deception, right? You just know what's happening. And so that can be kind of good for a format too, knowing what you're up against, being able to kind of offload some of that mental math, some of that guessing at what your opponent's got going on. We haven't been streaming for very long, but I feel like I've said all I wanted to say about the ban list, but I've got some more time. What are your feelings on this one, chat? I think this is a great ban list. This seems awesome to me. I'd be curious to know... I'd like to know what the last ban list was like, to be honest. So what I'm hearing... Oh, sorry, go away. What I'm hearing is that Snake Eye Engine lives on. I don't think so. Well, because now they have so few starters, right? The Omni makes it easier for your starter to resolve, but Snake Eyes only has 5 now. Bonfire 3, Ash, and 1 for 1. They killed my wife. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Like, having 5 starters is such a low number. As someone who's obsessed over starters to really maximize what Ogdoadic can do, having this few is gonna be really lethal. Mommy is dead. She's not dead. Mommy is now in Azamina. Mommy has has left and is not coming back. Not my silly little fiery guys. Trindra to 1, I get it. Kaiman to 1, seriously. I think playing 2 safe with Tenpai would be really annoying. Like, worst case scenario, we get a hit and it does nothing, and it's purely cosmetic. I think you kind of guarantee an impact on the deck by doing 2 hits. Because I think what can happen is Tenpai, and maybe you could say this about all decks, but I think Tenpai specifically feels like comparing hands. Like, if they have 2 breakers, 2 Tenpai cards, and then they have 2 more cards, like, it doesn't even matter. They're just gonna win, it feels like, most of the time. Maybe that's not true, but I'm just saying for game feel, it's not a great position to be in. Consistency in Tenpai was already bad, and we get 4 less starters and extenders. Yeah. But I mean, how else do you hit them? Music's a little loud. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's why you're a mod. Tell me if that's any better. I turned it down like a tiny bit. Or I could turn mic up, but I don't think that's a good fix. It'll peak. I just don't know what else you hit. Like, you can't ban Chundra, right? The Chundra is the heart of the deck. This is what makes all your plays, because he's the one that really gets your shenanigans rolling. Sounds good now. Thank you so much. At least they didn't slaughter my precious Yubel. I would have liked to see Yubel hit harder, but mostly because I think the deck's really boring. I think it's too much. I mean, tinfoil hat. TCG, this deck is pretty cheap. Maybe they just don't like that. I don't think that's true. Ban the 10 synchros that locks opponent out of battle effects. The blue wrench looks drippy. Okay. I mean, yeah. I like that. Ban, I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. Yeah, we banned this guy. Sangenpai Transcendent Dragon. I don't hate that, but I think that's also pretty harsh. But I think the fact that this card just turns stuff to attack mode and turns off the opponent is really gross. So that wouldn't have been a bad way to do it either. Bident would have been a hard... Yeah, I guess there are ways to do it. You could have hit their power instead of their consistency, which I think I prefer, honestly. But with Tenpai, consistency is power, basically. God forbid going second is good. Kidding. Yeah, it is rough. I do appreciate that Tenpai is one, simple. This game needs more of that. We need simple decks. People that think all decks should be complex are crazy, and they don't understand how new players get into things. A lot of people, I think, start with a simple thing, learn the basics, and then move on. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they just learn they like that. They like Floodgate Turbo. Bident to 1 could make a decent hit. Bident to 1 would do nothing. 1 Bident is still lethal. They never... Here's the thing. They never make second Bident. Yeah, you know? I just wanted to look over the last ban list really fast. Like, Armageddon Knight, whatever. Red Rose was cool. Kieran did nothing. Plush Fire did nothing to my understanding. Fairy Dragon, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Dragon Rulers came back to 2 on the last one. Tiger came to 2. Really, the unlimits on this ban list, the current one, were just like an addendum to the one before. Like Dragon Rulers, Tiger, Lossus, Ib, Eva. Okay, this last one was... It was weird, right? Because people were telling me this was better than I thought, but it's like the deck was still great. Snake Eye was still incredible, even after Snash and Poplar to 1. I'm honestly a tiny bit surprised we don't see these come back up in numbers, but it's probably because they actually want the original Sinful band to do something. Because if they bring these back, it is harder. Original Sinful is really strong, but I think Chundra to 1 is enough. At least it was in the OCG. Kaimen to 1 is what makes the deck unplayably bricky. Do you think it's unplayable? Do you think the deck just stops being good enough now? Oh yeah, Branded Fusion went to 1. Gates went to 1. Prost went to 1. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize Sangen summoning was at 1. So Tenpai has 1 summoning, 1 Chundra, 1 Bident, right? By the way, give me back Branded Fusion. I think we can have Branded Fusion back once we either ban Sanctifier. I think we should just ban Sanctifier, honestly. They banned Puppet. I can be... Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, all 3 of your ways to play through hand traps are at 1. I think we can agree that Sangen summoning is a toxic way of playing through hand traps, to be fair. Like, just turning off your opponent's interaction. Like, Misk is an unfair card in Dino for, like, the same reason. There's a difference between being durable and being immune to what your opponent's doing, right? And I don't think immune is a good way of designing an archetype. It's a good way to guarantee it's strong, but... Honestly, last balance was... Oh, wow, we only lost Apo in September. That feels crazy. The next, like, 5 in-engine starters. Yeah, we've got... Well, 3 Pydra... It's 6. 3 Pydra. No. It's more than that. What are you talking about? You have Genroku, so you can play that at 3. I'm not saying you do, but you can play Genroku at 3. Pydra at 3. That's 6. Kaimen, Chundra... Summoning. That's 9. Like, it's definitely less, but it's not 5. Honestly, these last 2 ban lists were both good. Yeah, all 3, yeah. Both of these together are a nice batch of changes to the game, I think. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen videos. I have to watch, like, Joshua Schmidt and Jesse and Farfa's takes on these. Are people mad at the ban list? Chundra plus Pydra beats any 2 hand traps. That was the best the deck had to play through interruptions. Chundra and Pydra beating any 2 hand traps. They think it did nothing? Really? I guess I'm not saying that I know better, because I know I don't, but that seems crazy. surely Snake Eye falls out of favor. Or maybe what they're saying is Snake Eye would have fallen out of favor. God forbid decks don't get hit on week 1. Oh, right. Yeah, like, I don't know. What do you expect? They're gonna preemptive ban Ryzeal cards? I don't think so. Like, if that was their ethos, we would have seen an original Sinful Spoil ban months ago. After the Super Heavy Samurai fiasco. Yeah, I mean, they were prepped for that, right? They made those low rarity. They knew that had to happen. I haven't streamed in a while, so my throat's getting kind of torn up. We've only been talking for 27 minutes. Yeah, Snake Eye was already dropping off, so was Yugioh, so the opinion is that Slaughter List came too late. That, I can see that. But I think better late than never. The decks are still far and away stronger than anything else. Like, just because they slipped down to being worse than the new printed stuff, you can't forget, they're still destroying stuff that came before them. Like, Rogue and below. There's no contest. They just out-resource them, out-boss them. They just do everything stronger. But I can see that this came too late. I agree with that. I think we should have had a fire hit September, if not sooner. The Year of Fire was very long. This felt like a very long year of Yu-Gi-Oh! Formats to me. A lot of the same. Maybe it's because the format felt so the same. Snake Eye being so good. Snake Eye is unplayable now. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not even an engine now, right? Because you don't have the easy splash access to it. You just gotta hard draw their openers. They're still strong, like it's still strong openers and extenders, but it's not nearly as potent. I like these lists. I think these are good ban lists. They decided to kill the synergy with every fire deck, right? Like, I think that's the saddest part. That's the biggest loss. I wonder if it would have been better to just ban Snash. Bye-bye Snake. I know. Snake Eye Infernoid, Snake Eye Ogdoadic. Anything cool that you're doing with Wanted is gone. Now it's only Azumina, which I think is a shame. But, I mean, I think Snake Eye... Honestly, I think Flamberge should have been hit. The original Simple probably could have stayed. Maybe Wanted gets hit. You were goated on Master Duel. I wish we got Master Duel style lists once a month, relatively small, and you can hit decks less and more often. I don't know about that. I do like the idea of more frequent upkeep, but I like these two lists. I like much, like, in hindsight, I now fully agree Apollosa was a good hit. This is a bad card for the game. I've totally changed my mind on that. I think I was in the defending Apo Savage camp. More stuff could come off. Yeah, more stuff should come off, but they're doing that. I wish they limited some more stuff. I mean, what's even on the current ban list? Like, what's here that you think should come off? Cyberjar 2 is gonna shake up the Mimikghoul meta. Yeah. Brilliant Fusion. Misk to 3. Shut up. Misk to 3. I don't think Dino is in a point where it's, like, too powerful for that. I think Misk is just toxic. Reban Protoss. You know, I was literally just thinking I wish they didn't unban Protoss. Striker Dragon could for sure be a 3. Sharvara to 3. Reban Lossus. Honestly, Lossus and Protoss are so irritating. But they must have brought them back for Ritual Beast. Even though I heard there was Ritual Beast doing well without them, too. But those cards must have been for that purpose. I agree, though. I don't want those cards at all. They should not be legal. Leave Protoss alone. My Sword Souls need them. I don't know. I think the problem with a card like Protoss is that bad decks can use it, but good decks can break it, right? We've got... Man, I'm sad about the original Sinful. I'm glad it got hit, but I am disappointed. I did want to play more with that, to be honest. I'm just opening up Master Duel. But this was fun. I hope this was... Also, leave a like. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're still going to stream for a little while. I've got to pick my wife up. We're having some car troubles, so I won't be able to run as long as I'd like. I think Snash Ban would have been enough. I think Snash Ban would have been good too, personally. But I think for whatever reason they didn't want to do that. I think they just weren't interested in hitting Snake Eye in that way, even though I think that would have been better. Because original becomes a massive Ash choke point then. That's how it is for most Ice Barrier cards, but they haven't been hit yet, thank God. Without killing... Yeah, I think, again, I totally agree that the Fire Synergy is the greatest loss here. Like, that is definitely the thing I will lament the most out of this change. Because it was cool, being able to splash fire stuff and just, like, random fire cards. Hey, we pulled a bad masterpiece, right? More freebies. What do they add for accessories? Mate base. This is cool. This is super cool. Dragoon. That's ominous. At Matt, they should be banned. Ice Barrier should not be banned. You're bad if you think Ice Barrier should be banned. This is like needle fiber all over again. Prohibited? Why is my deck illegal? Can I not? Help. Oh, Prosp. Ban hand traps. Force decks to play 40 engine. Don't. What's my last card? No more Prosp. I guess just this. Hitting every good Sanctifier target instead of Sanctifier. Yeah, like that's so goofy. Just hit Sanctifier. Deck profile this month. This month, we're gonna make a profile for this deck because I really like it and I want people to see it and try it. Although I'm sure people will just see how weird it is and tell me it doesn't work in the comments. Well, don't worry, Code. It looks like we're up against the 10 Pi right now, so you can get your fix. Hawk effect for real. And if this Naya gets hit, we have the thrust for... Nah, because now we force Brandon to play Ra's Disciple, and I think it's funny. Drop this. Oh, this is such a bad hand. This is so bad. We lose. I wonder if it would be wiser to run this board breaker, like, thrust engine as a go second tool. Oh, I have no idea what this deck does, but I know we're cooked against... with just one interaction. Like, there's no way we can do anything right. Yeah, I think Sanctifier just gifting floods is toxic and bad, and we shouldn't encourage that. Where is this deck's choke point? I guess I'll just try and stop this, because I don't know what else they do. That was a fun little chat. I'm glad we got to look at that. Sorry it's so late. I realize that we are really late on doing a ban list checkup, but it's the first chance I had to take a look at it. Why would you make a card name like... Nah. I mean, yeah. Why would you make a card name like this? Why force people to... No one's gonna say this right. I don't even know how you're supposed to say this. They have a trap card. It makes a synchro summon. And they have Centurion combo. And they didn't normal summon. We're out of here. Maybe the thrust... Wait, why did they force second? That was so weird. I seriously thought that would be Tempai because they chose second. They just knew I would brick. Urciela. Yeah. Going first again. What are you basing that off, though? You know? This hand is similarly bad. Gazelle is such a lame starter. We actually want them to interrupt this, or rather, Urciela. I doubt that. Okay, check out this big brain play. White Force is pretty good at FTK. Okay, the list got banned, guys. What do we do? The banned list. I'm chasing it off of what sounds... I'm basing it off what sounds correct. That's the problem with English. English is such a disgusting, malformed language. And now we get to send Neff. Oh, this is going to be sick. This is sick. Don't stop. If you Ash my Serpent Strike, dude. We send Neff. We revive Neff. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, this sucks. Thoughts on the dangers going to 2? I like it. Main deck Raigeki, bros on 10 Pine Home. Ever heard of a card called Thrust, dude? Let's play this. Or rather 10 Pi, but good. My body is a machine that turns full combo into SP pass. Oh god. Any suggestions for new decks? I hear that Snake Eye Infernoid's pretty fun. Any plans to run Tsuchinoko? I don't know why we would. How did Deha read my mind? Because I kind of got to switch decks now. Ogdoadic's pretty fun. You should try them. Plant Link. Okay, I was wondering what the Fodra was doing. Cool game. GG. One more loss like that, and I'm going to switch out the breakers. I think maybe... I do like the Duster, but I think the Raigeki's bad. I think the Barrier is kind of greedy. Let's go like that. And let's go... Let's put in some Droplet. Bro, I swear, they hit both of my main decks. They actually did murder you. I've been doing Labyrinth because it cooks the puppet FTK so hard. Oh no, I can't target. Okay, can I win this, please? I do not want to D-rank right now. I do not have the energy to deal with that emotionally. Lab is fun. Nice. Cracked hand. Double starter, Talon's Thrust. Busted hand. And Water Lily as a chaser. Go Coatl. Coatl should be a reptile. Change my mind. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Good to see you. I don't really like solitaire decks. Okay. TCG, I'm just fooling around with anything I can at this point. I have no idea what I run. I'm more of a mid-range kind of guy. How is Tenpai not solitaire? They literally can't interact with your stuff as Tenpai. You just turn off their stuff, wipe their board. Oh, we were serious about Plant Link? Plant Link, it seems so boring to me. I don't understand how Plant Link can last, like turns can last as long as they do. You're kidding, right? I think Tenpai is really boring as a design. I would definitely call it solitaire. My whole combo takes like 2 minutes. No, like solitaire doesn't have to be, I guess I don't think of solitaire as long. Solitaire means solitary. I don't think about solitaire as long, but if that's what you meant, that's not what I was thinking. Plant Link is just vomit your entire X deck and lose to a Dark Ruler. Imperm is depressing here. It's not solitaire. You get ashed or snowed and you lose. What do I want to do here? If we go Water Lily, it'll help if we Water Lily now, it'll help if they do something irritating like Valor on our Curse. So let's do that. See, now you're more my style. I've been playing with auto placement on monsters and it's been so nice. Vanquish Soul is bad, but super fun. One of my pet decks. God, it's so annoying having both our triple tax cards. These are rough, especially these might get worse now with Imperm and the Dominus cards being on the rise. Let's make our Shock Trooper. We will make our Lizardos. VS Topped Worlds. When? What year? Haggard. At least Haggard is safer now because we don't have to worry about the whole Prosp thing and me messing it up. That's a nice draw. We have yet to use our Neff, so we could go send... Honestly, we could do a couple things here. I'd play Vanquish if I had Fenrir. World is a different environment. Yeah, it is. Also, big events like, yeah, different environment entirely. I think what we do here is we go Daybreak, send Ogdoadic, effective Neff, bring itself back, bring back Ogdoadic. And then, honestly, we could have just not played the strike, but it doesn't hurt to have it set up. If they wipe it, they wipe it. Ryan didn't even play VS, like, ever. Oh, he just had it. I played Enchanted if Shivar was at 3. We will bring back our Neff with its own effect. And we will use Neff to bring back our Ogdoadic. And we'll put it in defense just to play around the Lightning Storm. I'll play Ogdoadic until they ban my cards, and they'll never ban my cards. Worst they'll do to me is ban Snake Rain, I don't care about that. And we pass on this. Now, I'm gonna hold the Virus, because I do agree that makes sense. Memento is cool, but ridiculously expensive for something that isn't meta. That feels bad. That's how I felt about Ragnaraka for a while, when I think Bloom was really bad. It was pretty expensive, wasn't it? I really want to win this game. I don't know, Memento feels favored. Memento is better with Fiendsmith, right? But it's not like Fiendsmith is a cheap thing to build in TCG. Seed was like 14, Bloom was the same. Right, okay. I thought Seed was as well, but I wasn't positive. Ooh. This is a great time to use Virus. That feels good. God awful Malice, but Bloom went down. Yeah. Okay. I brought Seed and Bloom at pre-release with 30 each. Just don't do that. It is annoying that he's going to keep coming back. What about the Ryzeo matchup? Here we can send a Naya. That's more important since we have access to a Strike and Neff. Honestly, the more I play with Ogdoadic back in my deck, the more I love this card again. Playing at 60, I am way less reserved about the brick potential of the card. Never buy on pre-release? Yeah. I want to play plants. Yeah, well, it's still not worth that. Is Gorgeous Lancia TCG yet? True. It's Plasma. Doesn't work though. Wait. Wait. Plasma trumps Slicer? Why? Someone explain. Chat, explain. Why does this... Oh, I'm stupid. Why is it in attack mode though? Like, shouldn't Slicer have turned this to defense mode at the same time? Plasma's, yeah, continuous negation. Why is it in attack, though? Is it like a priority thing? Like, he's turn player? I'm gonna lose my rank to hero? Are you serious? What are they locked into? Dark hero monsters. Okay, so they only have this, basically, because it was summoned last. Negation overrules other continuous effects. Oh, interesting. I mean, we have a good hand for playing into a board if we even survive, but we have a 31 body, a 22 body. This is pretty nasty, but I really don't want to lose to a hero player and lose my rank. I haven't been playing much this season. I've just been really busy with the gym and D&D. So sorry we haven't been streaming as much. I do want to stream more. It's just hard to. This weekend I was busy because my wife was off from work and she usually works Saturdays, so we were hanging out. What do they even end on here? Just the Link monsters? God, there are way too many hero cards. This is crazy. I don't even know what they go for. I guess Dark Law. Dark Law really sucks for me. Be nice if we had a Raigeki. Oh, Phoenix Enforcer is rough. I think we actually lose. This is so annoying. The list forces you to play the new decks since it killed Snake Eye and Tenpai and nerfed Yubel. That's another reason people dislike it. Oh, I can see that too. Yeah, that makes sense. I think the list forcing people to play new decks is better than the new decks being like crazy busted though. Like something's got to give. You have to have a reason to switch decks, right? Meta wise, if your deck is the best, you're gonna play it. So the two options are to power creep it or to ban it, and I think banning it is healthier. This is why Dragon and Code are here, because they actually know what they're doing. Yeah. That's what I pay them for, baby. I don't mind it because they're gone. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to see them go away. I think it's been a long time. Sick of Snake Eye and Tenpai. Yeah, Tenpai has been much less time, but no less obnoxious. I really am sad about the state of this board. Wait, why would you tribute that? That seemed like a horrible play. We're just gonna die this turn. They're just gonna plasma steal my thing, attack, buff. Yubel will live, but weak 2 Fuelos, and now Unicorn. Oh yeah, Unicorn's cool. That's why Code has a fancy blue name. Where's my fancy blue name? Shake my head. So unbelievably sad right now. It's so annoying too, because I don't know if it's worth scooping. I'm pretty sure they just win, but they're throwing. Like, they should still have their Enforcer on board, but they just gave it up for no reason. I'm not even sure how they revived it in the first place. Target Destiny Hero on your monster, revive it. Yeah. Cross Crusader just gave them back their Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and they just threw it away. Yugioh looks cool. I do not. I think Yugioh looks stupid. Guys, look, Hero is such an incredibly cool and base deck. It's just skill driven pillard and Macrocosmos plus DPE. I'm not hating because they're a floodgate. Like, we have no room to complain about other decks employing floodgates. It's just obnoxious. Hero is obnoxious, and their guys look stupid. This is a dumb looking monster. His body is a machine that turns full combo into Dread Decimator Pass. It's weird he's still holding this plasma. There we go. I do because I'm base player and run no floodgates. Not even zero all. I don't think that makes you base, but this is why I hate Hero. I don't think the cards you play make you a better or worse player or person. Although there will be people that will say those things do those things, but I mean, they're crazy. What can we... If they... Okay. I mean, we live. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's piercing. Okay. Hero looks like it should play close to what Ryzeal does, not just Floodgate Turbo. Setting a card. It's annoying too, because even if we revive, Troll is a... Blech. Troll's a good draw, but the problem is, why did Dread Decimator actually get me to laugh? Ryzeal's cool because it can make King of the Feral Imps. Therefore, it's Ogdoadic support. I don't think I can do anything. Negate the effects of face-up monsters. I don't know what I can do against these guys. Ryzeal Ogdoadic when? When they become affordable. I can't do anything. I guess we'll bring out a monster just to attempt to activate it. Let's bring out Anaya. Go for an activation. If they hand trap this for some reason, then we have access to our talents cards. We won't use Neff because it doesn't matter. Nope. We just lose to Hero. What's the stupid thing to do with Ogdo? Play it with Chimera. No, I actually think that's good, unironically. Demoted. Feels good. I haven't looked at Ryzeal yet. Are they a rank 4 engine spam? Basically, yeah, but a lot better. Yeah. Do they spam rank 4 better than Time Thief? Yeah, I think they do. Otherwise, Time Thief would be good. We run Coatl. Make Synchro Ogdo. I would like to play. Do they lock you in at any point? Yes, a lot of them do, I'm pretty sure. 2 XE summons at the very least. Thrust, Droplet, Imperm, going second. Great hand. Snake Rain as well. Do I get FTK'd, chat? How does this deck work? What do you mean, ew? How does the gimmick puppet FTK? Oh no, the field spell is a stupid Kaiman, isn't it? Okay, I have to stop the field spell at all costs. We lose because half the players on the deck don't know how to do it. You're dead. I always wait out the FTK. Yeah. Add a rank up magic, then you can normal summon one machine. Oh, I can't imperm this card. Or do I have to toggle off? What was that? Imperm didn't work there. Cool, it just didn't... What do you want from me? It didn't work. It didn't work. It literally didn't toggle for no reason. Game bug. You can't activate stuff in response? Why not? What card said that? Is it a lingering effect? Because of Terror Baby and Banishment? Are you serious? Oh, that's horrible. That sucks. So on the summon, I was supposed to hit that. So I could imperm here. But I don't think I do. Terror Baby. That's so whack. That's so whack. Should have just done it on summon of the first one. I literally don't know what this deck does. This is such garbage. Okay, we're doing it again. I can't... Can I respond to this? No. Should it? I've literally never played against the deck. You owe a Tenpai an apology. Oh, cool, I have a guy now. I'm sure... Oh, what the... Oh, that sucks. He just turned off my imperm. This is... Oh, this is awful. I hate this. Is Terror... This is an older card too, isn't it? No, it's not. This is newish. So this is why this stupid card is limited in TCG, right? So you can't do this. Gimmick Puppet Fiendish Knight. This doesn't look like a gimmick puppet. Chimera. Hey, he's playing Chimera as well. Can I scoop? We lose, right? Oh, it is. Cool. I thought so, but I doubted myself. Can we scoop, chat, or do we have a chance? It's a puppet. You lose. With a dumb gimmick. Like a gimmick puppet? We scoop here? Like some sort of gimmick? I understand and I appreciate. Giant grinder. This is a weird art. This is a weird card. Oh my god, that's why they give you a monster, so Giant Grinder can grind all over you and burn you for more life points. Why did they make it a burn deck? That feels so random. You gotta wait it out because they might fail the FTK. Giant Grinder is my college nickname. Alright, I'm believing, Dragon. I'm holding out. Whoa, 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 whoa. GG. Cool game. What did you say? Can we stop creating cards that say your opponent can't interact with you, please? All right, we hit an hour. I talked about the ban list. That's enough. That's enough gimmick puppet for me. Thank you so much for everybody coming to the stream. Leave a like. I appreciate you hanging out. We should be streaming this Saturday. Sorry there wasn't a weekend stream this past weekend, but we should be back to it, and I'm not sure what I'll be streaming, but it'll be fun. I'm so sorry if my mic picked up that burp. It's time to end the stream. I'll see you, everybody. I'll see you next time.